The U.S. government is finally functional after a long week that seemed like forever, but was really only 4 days of the House Republicans trying to elect the Speaker and failing to do so, taking 15 ballots to finally elect Kevin McCarthy. Very dramatic moment on last evening, as these votes came through, and there's a very um significant moment where as this article says, Representative Michael Rogers of Alabama was lunging at Matt Gaetz and Lauren Boebert during after the 14th ballot vote. At one point, Kevin McCarthy needed one more vote to become Speaker, and Matt Gaetz, instead of voting for McCarthy, voted present, so they had to wait more and um, they were going to adjourn until Monday, but then some negotiations happened and they were able to do it on the 15th vote. So just look at this picture. The tensions were very high on the Republican side, and have been for definitely the past 4 days and probably longer than that with some behind the scenes stuff that we haven't seen. It was one of the strangest moments and most most intense and um moments that I can remember on House Floor in recent years. But they finally did it, and the way it was done was a huge deal from Kevin McCarthy, giving up a lot to win. The biggest thing was that Kevin McCarthy changed the threshold for the motion to vacate the chair, that only one member needs to be able to introduce the vote for that for the vote to actually happen. It basically means that anyone can call a vote to essentially just kick out Kevin McCarthy from the speakership at any point, which is not how it was um, for the Freedom Caucus. Was promised more committee assignments, and they also made deals that make it harder to spend money in government, going along with Republicans' stated principles of lowering government spending in almost all cases and small government in general. So we're going to see one of the weakest speakers we've seen in modern history with Kevin McCarthy, but a speaker nonetheless. And it is remarkable the way that he was able to rise up to Republican leadership over many years and finally now has the chance to get the gavel that he's always been um, fighting for. One significant influencer that's kind of gone under the radar is Donald Trump. Um, we've been wondering how did we get from 20 McCarthy holdouts on one day to zero voting for alternate candidates. Yeah, there were 6 Republicans who voted president, but none for alternate candidates, so that meant McCarthy was able to get all the votes he needed. And from what we can tell from internal reporting, the words and actions of former President Donald Trump actually influenced the way that members voted. And Trump has been backing McCarthy the whole time, and it appears that his word actually was able to influence some of these McCarthy holdouts to go ahead and end up voting for McCarthy. One notable moment, Marjorie Taylor Greene had Trump on the phone and was showing it to McCarthy holdouts before the successful speaker vote happened, and the holdouts were just they were not interested in what Trump had to say, but apparently, at least from Kevin McCarthy and others who have internal knowledge, saying Donald Trump actually did play a role here. So it's it's good, I guess, that now we have an actual government and the fiasco of Republican infighting has come to an end, but these divisions will certainly not stop here within the Republican Party, and it'll be pretty interesting to see how they affect their ability to govern.